everybody, and welcome back to Changsha, which recently has been like 1,000,000 degrees every day for the past like 2 weeks or so. And so I have a very fitting video for you today, because I'm going to be showing you and tasting some slightly strange Chinese ice cream, so that should be interesting. So the first one that I have today for you is this one. It's supposed to have this kind of fruit inside. It's kind of soft. I've had this fruit before. It tastes like apple, but it's just like this tiny. So I'm going to assume that this is what this tastes like. And I'm not actually sure if it's like whole fruit suspended in juice. I doubt it because this fruit is bigger than this packaging is. But let's see. Oh, okay. That's slightly underwhelming. I was expecting actually being able to see pieces of fruit, but it tastes like a mix of apple and strawberry. I'm not sure what it tastes more like. It's just like if you mix apple and strawberry together. It's pretty good. Kind of sweet, kind of like very slightly sour. It's okay. The next one that I have is a little more interesting. It's this kind of ice cream. And as you can see, this one has beans inside. And it's actually very common in China to have bean flavored sweets. As weird as this may sound, but it's also very common in Japan. So maybe you've heard of that before. So let's check it out, shall we? On here it says red bean milk flavor. Oh! It's an interesting color. It's a little broken and empty on the inside. I think it just like flew out. So the outer layer is kind of like white chocolate and you can already see the beans inside. It's like whole frozen beans. And it tastes like beans, like sweet beans. It's pretty okay, actually. It's like milk flavored ice cream with beans. It's a bit like vanilla, a bit like cream. Chinese ice cream is actually a bit too watery for me. If it's not fruit flavored, then it tastes kind of watery. If it's like supposed to be vanilla or milk or chocolate. And we're gonna stay in the vegetable ice cream section with this corn ice cream. And this one I haven't had before. So does not smell so good, to be honest. Oh, and it's slightly melted. I'm sorry. Oh! It melted a little bit, but look, like the outer layer actually looks like corn. And let's try it. So this other part, if you haven't figured it out yet, it's a bit like a soft waffle kind of thing, like when you have a cone for ice cream. It tastes okay, and it tastes like corn. It's like a milky taste with a corn aftertaste, I would say. And it tastes okay, but I'm not a fan of the smell. And this is the last ice cream from the vegetable section. This one is green peas, sweet peas. And it's the same brand actually, as you can see over here. It's the same brand as the corn ice cream. And I've had this one before, and it's supposed to be vegan actually. And it's also a little melted. I think our fridge is malfunctioning. And it doesn't look very appetizing, I'll admit it. Check it out, this is kind of... look how much it's bent. The color is not so great. But I've had this before, and it's supposed to be vegan. It's supposed to be like... I think it's like 90% pea, actually. And at first when I heard of it, I was like, oh my god, that has to be disgusting, but it wasn't, so. And it's much sweeter than I remembered. I think that I actually might have had one from a different brand. which was actually better. It was more creamy because this one is very, very watery. It has nothing inside, it's just... the whole thing is just pea mush. And the last one I have is actually a bit more normal. And I really like the ice cream from this brand, but I'm afraid that I won't be able to show it to you well because I can already tell that it's melted and some of the ice cream is like over here. I like these ice cream because they have this kind of layers. And they have a little bit of chocolate, which is not as milky as the European version of it. I'm sorry, I still have ice cream everywhere. Oh yeah. Whoops. Some of it just flew out. Let me try to figure this out. Okay, so on the outside it looks just like this. This is your typical chocolate ice cream with nuts on it. And the layer of chocolate is actually pretty thin, as you can see, and it doesn't have that much of a strong chocolate taste. And on the inside we have some sort of jam, I would say. It's some sort of berry jello. I'm not quite sure what kind. And that is all that I had prepared for you today. I hope that this was interesting for you and maybe you learned something about Chinese tastes in ice cream, and maybe you'd like to try some of those if you ever come here. I might still make some videos about Chinese food, and so I will see you in the next one.